Hello, Factory Outlet fans, and welcome back to Factory Outlet Simulator. My car's over there suddenly, which is sort of interesting, but that may have something to do with this particular episode that we're having here. So, I'm doing a video today because of a couple things. For one, I am planning on having a new game come out tomorrow on the channel, so I am going to be focusing on that. Then additionally, the day after, there is a plan for a DLC that I'm very excited about to be on the channel. So, with those two things in mind, a lot going on the channel. I wanted to make sure that I had this game covered well for the week because I know people do enjoy this game overall. Alright, so on top of that, there is an update to the game, and you're seeing it right here. There is an auto load feature now for the truck. So he had originally been thinking about putting it where you could have just an employee who would load the truck for you, but instead he came up with this auto load feature, and I do want to try that out. So we just went past midnight here. Let's look at the wholesale orders. Let's get an order here and let's get started with it. So we need 134 of the Adidas purple sneakers. Didn't really want to get out of there. Alright, so for the Adidas purple sneakers, we are going to need white thread, colored fabric, advanced pattern paper, and rubber. Alright. White thread, colored fabric. So I need 134 of these, and 134 of these, and then 134 rubber, and then 134 of the advanced pattern paper. That is a lot of stuff right there. But you know what? It'll be worth it. Let's make sure we have the right one, of course. So we need the purple. Adidas purple sneakers. That is what we're wanting. Adidas purple, 134. Produce those. We got all the machines running there. We will get them going as quickly as we can. Now, as you can see here, I do have some items stored up here, and I do want to get those sort of condensed down as much as I can. I want them sort of organized, because especially if we're going to do this auto truck thing, I want to make sure that I'm putting the things in the truck that are proper. So, I have all these things for my store, for my merchandise. I'm not planning on making any of the other stuff though. I want the other items to sell out, and once they do sell out, then we will go ahead and make the higher price Calvin Klein ones. Alright, so we've got a couple of boxes here. Wrong box. But I am going to have to go ahead and get all of these taken care of by hand right now. Don't have the money for the auto loader in the truck. I also am going to need to open the store up here. Luckily we're at night, so it's not a harm. But I do want the store selling as well as I can to go ahead and get through particularly these Forever 20 t-shirts as soon as possible. Basically though, once something sells out, I will take one of the boxes from over there, put it over there. So we will get that stuff taken care of as quickly as we can. For now, these are going to take quite a while to produce, so I am going to have to wait on them a little bit here. Might even consider putting in one more machine over here. Could really do that. See how much the machine would cost us. Because the shoes do take a long time to produce. Let's go interior. Another machine. Let's get one. It's going to cost 750, but you know what? That's a worthy expense for us to have another machine there. There we go. Alright, so Alright. Don't know why I put that up there, because I need it in the truck. It's all about getting stuff into the truck, so that way we can get this money, and then hopefully be able to do the auto loading of the truck in the future here. And the goal is, hopefully, most of this stuff will sell pretty well during the day, so we can get rid of these boxes that are over there, and hopefully get all of that stuff put onto those shelves. That's what we're going for as far as a goal. I'll help out the stalker here a little bit, because I want them printing as soon as we can. Alright, this is a big order here, and I need to make sure it goes through on time. We do have 113 minutes for it, so we should be fine, but I want to get through a decent part of the day first, as is normal, before I go ahead and change that. Alright, sounds like business has started in the shop, which is great. Our stalker was taking something out there, perfect. As I said, I do want him getting items taken care of there as quickly as possible. Now, I do think it will not matter in the end, because I believe the way this is going to work is whatever my open order is for, that's what the auto load will put into the truck. So I am curious to get that, as I said. Once we have that, and we have like the ship and stuff set up for it, then we can just basically load and unload very quickly, making the wholesale a very, very quick money maker for us. And then the thing is, I'll move this down here, because it really won't matter. As long as he can get to it and put the stuff on the shelf, we'll be good. The other day was quite good there. We made a profit. The numbers aren't always making the most sense to me, but I think that overall it's going exactly as I'm wanting it to. The store is expanding. We're doing well, so I'm happy about that. As I said, I'm just wanting the store to sell as much merchandise as it humanly can, because I just want all this stuff to be taken care of. How many do I have in here so far? 27 to 38, so I still need 11 more in the truck. Yeah, people, buy those shirts, please. I want them gone so badly. But yes, once we get this annoying back and forth here will be taken care of. We won't have the annoying back and forth at the dock taken care of yet, but we will be that one step closer. And realistically, maybe with the next order, I could take care of that at one of the docks or at the airport. We'll have to see. I do want to get the Calvin Klein still at a point, because I think I still need the shoes for that. But once we get those, then we'll be good on that as well. Should be overall pretty good. What I'm going to end up doing is, this is going to be my Ray's Games shelf. This will be my shelf for the Calvin Klein stuff. But as I said, it really won't be too bad having this stuff here, because I want to see actually how this auto load is going to work. And hopefully, if I'm correct on it, it should work by taking only the items that are in the particular order and putting them into the truck. Which, speaking of which, truck is full now. I got to pick up the order so that way I can deliver these to the ship. Switching cameras made me do a little bit of bad driving there, but that's alright. that was not as good. I think the 35,000 for this is very reasonable. As I said, I will be happy when I also have it for the shipping stuff. So that way I don't have to do this portion over here as well. But that is 75,000, so that's a bit more money. As I said, though, I am thinking about doing that before. I don't know. I sort of want to get the Calvin Klein shoes license purchased. That way I can go ahead and take care of having all Calvin Klein in my store and making the most money I can in store as well as out here. I also do have to start working a register here at a point again, because those are some achievements that I have not gotten yet, and part of that is I need to be working the register. So we'll have to get there again at a point. That'll be alright though, not a huge deal. As I said, this episode pretty much just wanting to showcase this update, and so we will try to get this purchased here as soon as we can get these shoes all taken care of. Alright, so we got those in there. We'll head on back, get the next load. I really do struggle with this truck sometimes. Alright, good enough. Got it parked. No one's died. Okay, it looks like we've had a few of those boxes actually leaving the area over here, so let me throw a couple of these over here. We've got her that can go ahead and ninja kick somebody. That'll work out fine. And basically what I did is I produced a decent amount of Raised Games merchandise. As I said, the rest of the store I sort of want to empty out. For one, I'm hoping that by emptying out some, it will go ahead and take care of the red shirts then, because that'll be all they have to buy. Which does mean that my sales from the store are going to be a bit limited for a while. That's alright though. I am fine with that because I want those Forever 20 shirts gone. That is just a mistake that I wish to erase from my memory. And those shirts right now just make me keep looking at it every time I'm here. So I want it to be dealt with as quickly as possible. But this would be nice where I don't even have to pick these up. Just have it auto do it. So hopefully we'll get done with this order fast enough. And then we can actually see this work in this episode. That's going to be the goal. Alright, let's go ahead and put this perfume one. Oh, nope, doesn't look like we actually have a spot for it, so don't want to be taking that and trying to force it in, because I don't want him putting boxes out in the store. Just on the floor and stuff. I like keeping the store as clean as I can, so we will try to do that. Can't put that one on top of that one for some reason. Alright then. Alright, we are starting to run out of some of those items, which is great. That's what I'm wanting. And what I'm going to end up doing is turning those empty spots into more of the forever... Whoop. That was not what I wanted. Fine. Leave that there for now. Let's edit this one. Put that as the Forever 21s. Let's get more of those Forever 20s out as much as we possibly can. Alright, looks like we do have one opening there. Let's go ahead and put some mugs in it. Got another opening here. More of the Forever 20s. Just putting them everywhere we can. Alright. Get these taken to the dock. Alright, so this will get us up to 720, so we basically have 2 more loads that we're going to need to take over here to the dock. Really is sort of highlighting the fact of how nice it would be to have these abilities, so I could just have it automatically dropped off here, or put into the truck. Both of them being very nice for me. In a way, I'm a little bit sad that we went this route and that we have the auto load instead of having a person doing it. And my reason for that is that the person would be more realistic. Same as the offload. I realize it would take more time and such, but I do wish that I could... What I wish is instead of doing the auto things that they're doing, that they would have given us 3 different people. One being a loader, one being an unloader, and one being a driver. And yes, we'd have to pay them all the time, but then they could bring the orders over here. We could basically stay at the business, run the business, and it would work out nicely. With this, you still have to drive over here, and you do have to still... there's a bit more work to it than just if it had the 3 people. Personally, I would have liked to have paid the employees, had them do it, so I could stay at my shop a bit more, but that's just my opinion. I can understand why they went with this route, because it is a convenience in this way. I think that once I get this auto load thing, it's going to make life a lot simpler than it is, so I'm happy about that. I also am not a huge fan of the little wooden sign hanging off the side of the vehicle the way it is. I get the rationale behind it, but it is just a little bit of a quirky sign there. See, that's the part that kills me, is the way it whips around. Ugh. And it's just my bad driving. I'm not saying anything about the game for it. I just struggle with controlling this vehicle. I really do. I don't know why, but I really do. Alright, let's get another thing of shirts over there. Let's get this cologne over there. But yeah, as I was saying, just for me, the whole thing is about the realism. I would like it simply because it would be more realistic, having the loader and such in the game. But I get why they went this route, because a lot of people, the realism isn't going to be as important to them, and they just want it to function more. So I get it, and I can understand that. Probably, I don't know the whole deal of coding and such, so I can't claim to be an expert on it, but I'm guessing it probably is a bit easier doing it this way also in-game than having to create a person to do it. If I'm wrong about that, I apologize, not trying to mean anything negative by it, but I would just assume that it would be a bit easier doing it that way. As it stands though, I'm going to say my statement from the last video again. I am blown away with the amount of updates and such that this game has had. I have never, in my years and years of playing video games, and I mean, I am 42 years old now, so it's not like I'm some young person playing games for the first time in my life. I have played video games most of my life, starting with ones that were not anywhere near this quality, and evolving as video games evolved. But I've never come across a game where the person who created it put so much of themselves and their heart into the game. The amount of updates, the amount of listening to the players that this person has done is just absolutely amazing to me, and I absolutely love it. I think that they are doing a fantastic job with their game, and I will buy other games from this person in the future if they're in something that interests me, because of the fact that I know that the product I'm getting is going to be a really good quality product. And that kind of, that feeling that this dev has been able to create is something I take very seriously. It's not something that's easy for somebody to get, is to create a product that you can feel is going to be good, and you just know they're going to care about what they're doing. I almost wonder if they'll put out another game at all anytime soon because of the fact that they're spending so much time on this game. So, personally, my hope is they continue with what they're doing, because I think they're doing a great job at it. And then once they've got this game into a fantastic place, then go ahead and possibly look at creating a new game. Because, yeah, I mean, I would love a different game from this creator. As I said, I think that they've got some great potential. This game definitely checks a lot of boxes that I would want in a game. So, I'm excited to see where they go in the future. Is that as many as I can carry in there? Oh, it is. My bad. Alright. We'll leave him to keep stocking them in there. We'll take the ones we have and head over to the port. And so basically my plan here is we're going to get this order completed, and then once we have this order completed, we will go ahead and get the auto load, and we'll do a second order so that way we can see how it works with that new order. I will say the loading to me is a better thing to... I'm more excited to have that than I am the unloading, because the unloading, at least I'm sort of just right here, it's very quick and such. The loading takes a while because I have to get the vehicle parked inside, all that, and I believe once I have the auto loading, there will be no need to get the vehicle inside the building anymore, which is going to be fantastic. Very happy about that. It's also going to give me more time in the store and stuff, because I can basically wait while they sort of prep the order, and then I can come out to the vehicle, auto load it, and be on my way. But as I said, we're going to have to see how that all works once we get it purchased here. Alright, that was all the ones I had in there. Perfect. We'll go back to pick up the rest. Yeah, I will be very happy when I don't have to do that anymore. Hopefully this is the last time. That would make me incredibly happy. Alright. The machines have gone silent, which means we have everything we need. Which is perfect. So normally I would just start a second order in the video, but with that auto-loading feature, we might actually be able to complete the order in this video as well. And then we'll go ahead, either way, if I complete it in the video or if I don't, my plan is then to use the profits from that to buy the Calvin Klein shoe license. And so that way, once I sell out of the horrible red shirts and such, we can go ahead and get everything Calvin Klein in the store. And I'll be happy about that. I do wish I could design my own pants. That would be sort of a nicety. And my own shoes. But they don't have that ability in the game right now. Maybe that's something they will look at in the future, because as I said, he keeps putting out updates, so he definitely is listening and trying to give people what they want. I would love some more design options. I love the things I've been able to design already, but as I said, some of the products that we sell normally anyways, such as the pants and the shoes, it would be cool to be able to make my own brand. So, hopefully that's something they allow us in the future. I also would love for the design ones for us to be able to choose the materials and such. So like right now, if I put my stuff in the same store as the Calvin Klein stuff, my stuff is going to sort of seem like the cheap garbage. I would like to be able to make mine as high quality as the Calvin Klein stuff. So putting an option in so we could choose the materials that things are made of and stuff, I think would be a great thing. That way we could have it where ours was the most luxurious of the items on the shelf, no matter which licenses you had. Alright, there's our money. Perfect. Let's go ahead and buy that. And now we can auto-load. I'm assuming we're only going to be able to auto-load this vehicle. So if I was to buy, say, the semi-truck and such, which, I mean, I do hope to do at a point in time, but if I was to buy the semi-truck, I would have to load it manually until I buy the auto-load for it. I also do wonder, would the auto-load for that or the van be more expensive than it is for this one? These are things we'll find out, because I do plan on getting the van at a point, probably selling the truck then. Actually, wait a second. I don't need to pull that in, I don't believe. So let's go ahead and just park it out here on the street. Perfect. Alright, so we can at least put one box back. There we go. Let's see here. What do we have as far as wholesale? We could do this one. It's more shoes. Really sort of want to do... I'd rather do t-shirts if we could. Alright, we got the off-light t-shirts here. 141 of the off-light t-shirts. It's not a huge amount of money, but it's enough money for what I need. So 1410 for the off-light t-shirts. Let's see here. We need colored thread, white fabric. Just checking again to make sure it is, yep, colored thread, white fabric. So I'm gonna need colored thread, I believe it was 141, and then white fabric. There we go. We'll confirm that order. Didn't really want to get out of there. It is 141, so that's perfect. Perfect. Let's have that start. While that's going, I'm going to go down here, see what he has to offer today. Might buy some cheap stuff from him. Sure, we'll buy his cheap ceramic, his cheap motherboards. Ooh, and his basic patterns. Oh, and we got colored thread here. We'll get all the good deals. Perfect. Thank you. Alright, so now we've got some of those stocked on the shelf. The active order is available in the storage rack. You automatically load the box in the vehicle holding down the hold placement. Alright, so I need to have it as the active order. How long is this order going to take is the question. How much time do I have for it? 94 minutes, so I got plenty of time. Let's go ahead and approve it, and let's see what happens here then. So we got 11 in the rack. And there we go. Perfect. It did not touch my other stuff that we had here, which is exactly the way I wanted it. Gonna come in here, gonna adjust some of these shelves. We're pushing the Forever 20 shirts. Alright, so I can fit about 17 more. Alright, he had another box that just went out there. So let's go ahead and get this one. We'll shove it in there. Alright, he had another box that went out there. Perfect. Alright, so let's go back over to the auto load. Yeah, I love the fact that I could be in the store right now, not worrying at all, and just load it all once we get there kind of thing. That is such a nice feature. Very happy about that. Sort of planning out my store a little bit more right now because I have the time for it as well. Alright, need about 5 more. Yeah, this is working out beautifully. Very happy with this. Oh, I can take that one. Put it over here. There we go. Just make sure that there's no boxes being left around anywhere in here. Does not appear that there are. Definitely need more cashiers, and we will get to that point here soon enough. I mean, personally, I'm going to be the new cashier when I have a chance. Alright, so we loaded that up. Now we can go drop these off at the airplane. And all the while, he'll be putting new boxes over on the shelving. And we'll be able to get those taken care of here in a little bit. Just not good at driving this. That's all there is to that. There we go. But yeah, I just wanted to use this as an example of how this is going to work. And I'm very happy with this already. I mean, obviously in the future we will have a more expensive order going on, but I just wanted something that we could crank out very quickly here. And my goal is, I'm hoping that maybe with the shirts, they might actually be ready for me to go ahead and pick up a whole other truckload's worth when I get back over there. Whoop. Oh, can I cheat it that way too? That would be amazing. I mean, we're definitely making it more unrealistic if this works here in a moment. But hopefully you guys saw what I saw. Yep. So I'm able to just grab the stock over here and keep on loading this order out. This is going to make orders go so much faster. Because I don't even have to travel back and forth. Now, once I buy the automatic sales, which that one's 100,000, interesting. I think I remember the last time the prices being the same, but I think they were both higher than they are now. So it's sort of interesting that the prices have changed a bit on them. Not complaining at all. But I do find that a bit interesting. But yeah, I mean, in theory then, with the auto load, I could just stand over here with the auto unload and have my vehicle emptied over and over again. There really would be no point to getting the larger vehicle because I can just have it teleported to me, basically. Which might be something that they need to work on. Maybe the auto load should only work from your store. I mean, I'm all in favor of gaming the system and stuff a little bit, but to me this seems a little bit excessive. And I want to head back as it is because I want to see what's going on at my store. So we're going to head back. We'll go ahead and get a full load and come back with them. I mean, I don't have to worry about parking now, so that's a nicety. I sort of want the white van simply because of the fact that the white van looks prettier as far as I'm concerned. Especially with my color pattern. White with the blue and the black works. The red, not so much. Alright. We'll go ahead and park there. We can get this one over here. There we go. Do we have more places to put out Forever 20 shirts? We do. We have another place right here. Alright, so we'll put that one out there. Perfect. Trying to get rid of these Forever 20 shirts as quickly as possible. And hopefully this will work out. I am going to have to start seeing if I need to produce some of my other items. Need some smartwatches. Need some bags and some phone cases, it looks like. Alright, so this is the nice thing is I can go in here right now. And I can go to my stuff. So let's do 5 more phone cases. Yeah, let's do 5. So we'll do those. We'll put them in the order. We need the bags. Let's do 5 of those also. We need Vans pattern paper for that. And how about the smartwatches? We're going to need rubber as well. So, alright. Let's go ahead in here. Let's buy, say, 15 more of those. And 10 of those. Perfect. So we'll do 5 of those. And 5 of those. Good to go. Alright, so we got all that over there. Just so much easier. Works so well. We've got some blue shirts, we got some white shirts, we got some headsets, got some perfume, got some ball caps. So yeah, really the main things are the things that I've ordered already, so we're good there. You know what, by the time I get there, we'll get the other 3 loaded. Yeah, this truck just does not turn that well. I mean, I was fully turning the wheel, and sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But alright, this order is going to take a little bit of time here, and really, I've sort of shown off the feature I wanted to show off here. So I'm going to end this episode here. If you enjoyed the episode, though, please go ahead and click that like button. And if you've not already, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, so that you're aware when I produce new videos in the future. Thank you. I hope to see you all back for more of Factory Outlet Simulator.